Something's wrong, dude. Something's wrong. Fucking shit, dude. God damn it, dude. I already fucked it up, dude. We're live, but I fucked it up already. Because my co-host is not correcting me.
What am I supposed to say? We're waiting for it to...
Jesus Christ. Why is this pulling from this screen? This is retarded. Sorry, guys. Fuck!
Oh.
Let's start over.
Yeah. Bitches Gabe Real. Yeah. It's Gabe Real. It's a motherfucking Megadon with guns like Megatron. Your money short like a leprechaun. Bust a rock, call me Steph LeBron. When I hit him in their chest, they gone. Rest assured, I'm the best for sure. Got a special whore that does extra chores. Give me naked more when I wreck the core. Hit her in the head, leave a messy floor. Yeah, I'm the one rapper you don't wanna fuck with. Couple years ago, I was on that dumb shit, but now I'm back with the bench as I take over the rap game and put it on my back like I run shit. Put in work like overtime, the coldest rhyme. Tell me why I'm so divine, I blow your mind. Then tell your hoe she fine. Tell that bitch to come here cause her soul is mine. Nobody else has a stamina. The battle of rapper quarter the Santa, but you're harder than Africa. I'm attack with the back of ya. Stripey Adam's avatar, shatter and splatter the shit like abracadabra. I'ma beat you with a stick like a fucking pinata. All these bitches talking shit, but they're sucking a ladder. Dick, so now I gotta slaughter your daughter in Guadalajara. They gon' drink a bottle of water. Yeah, maybe that's just part of my fantasy.
Hey now. What is going on, everybody?
Okay, now we can
Give me 1 second. Let me fix something real quick on this deal. And I'm gonna start talking right now. Just give me 1 moment, guys, because I didn't have my shit together. I'm not gonna lie, it's me, and I don't have this up right here either.
Is he admitting that it was him? What the?
Well, not completely, but it's not. No, it's definitely not 100% my fault.
Definitely is.
See, guys, we're already off to a rough start, guys. It's been a few days, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. Tension is high right now, in the whole world, and nothing's going right. It's been a few days. See what happens when I take a few days off and I try to actually get some fucking rest, dude? You see what happens? Like shit just starts falling apart.
Goes to hell.
What happened when I started my computer? I had to reboot it twice. I had to re-download.
Like 3 times. Yeah.
I had to re-download shit. But we do. Oh shit! Am I doing the right thing, dude? Holy moly! I didn't even do the right thing.
What did you?
Oh my god, bro! I'm stressing myself out.
Yeah, just calm down. The
I know.
people understand.
No, it's technical difficulties, guys.
It's live. We do
there
this
we go.
live.
See, now I screwed this up. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just gonna call it a night already, guys.
After like not even 5 minutes
Yeah,
in.
I'm gonna rage quit this fucking podcast, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm fucking about to rage
everybody
quit.
would love that.
I'm about to crash out.
They would love that.
That's it. I'm about to crash out. All right, guys. What's going on, everybody? Hope this message finds you good spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, emotionally. Great. Hope you're doing amazing. That's everything I hope you're doing. Look at X, bro. Let me see. There we go.
Live.
See, now I screwed this up. All right, guys. We got a few things to talk about today. First of all, how's everybody doing out there? Amazing. Drop a cruise bar for the chat.
Hey now.
We took a few days off, guys. Much needed rest. I'm going on vacation next week, so I might catch up on some rest, and I might do some more podcasts, some more short form content, shit like that. Do some more research and catch up, and spend some more time with the family and the kids, and get some chores done around the house, like they say. I need to get some chores done. I have a lot of chores I got to do, and the Mexicans. You do
I was
chores.
just about to say that. It's only Hispanic people that say shores or shares or.
I gotta do chores, guys.
You just never know what they're saying.
Yep. I gotta go shop at Walmart. At Walmart for some orange juice. I gotta get some orange juice from Walmart.
You are so mean.
And do some chores. And Mr. George, this man no good. Mr. George.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. Hopefully we get this room cleaned out upstairs. Should we go ahead and not? No, I don't really want to. I don't know if you want to or not. It's up to you, but whatever. wait till you get more noticeable. Whatever. Who cares? Fuck. I don't give a fuck what none of these people think. We got some good stuff to talk about today. A lot of trending news, a lot of trending topics, guys. We're gonna only cover a few things today. It's kind of late, and got to get back to the grind because this podcast don't fucking pay the bills. Matter of fact. Start supporting the podcast, guys. If you're just tuning in, I got my tip jar down at the bottom. I should I forgot to include that. Fuck! I think I forgot to include it in my fucking description. It's okay. I got my cash. Who fucking tips me anyways, right? I mean,
you get tips.
Rick tips me. I love you, Rick. Toby, Vin. That's about it. I think so.
It's okay.
It's okay. It'll go. It'll
grow.
I got my Cash App down here at the bottom. If you do Cash App me, make sure you leave a chat down below, so that way, or drop it in the chat that you sent me a tip or a Cash App. That way I can shout you on the screen. I will acknowledge you, because I don't think I can put Cash App up on the screen itself. But I'll figure it out one day.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I might figure it out. Hopefully I won't need to beg for cash and Cash App. Like, I'm not begging by any means. I don't fucking need anybody's money. But it costs money to run the podcast, to have the space, the energy cost, the internet, you know, shit like that. The VPNs, the fucking software to run it, the computer, the monitors, the microphones. The list goes on and on, guys.
Yeah, help us, help you. I mean, we do lots of research, and we're here every night, or we try to be here every night as much as we possibly can, and bring you guys the truth and everything that's going on in the world. So if you
That looks so
tip
gay,
us,
dude. When I was fucking drinking this, I went like this.
Oh gosh. I feel like there's always
This fucking thing, dude.
one night that we have one time a night where you do something
These things
weird
were
like that.
There's like, how much did I give you? Like 10 of these for like $20.
I don't know.
And
about
now
10.
I see why.
About 5.
5 for $20, and then like spilling shit all over
And
me.
he was so excited about it. He was like, "It's way better than that one bottle you bought me." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, okay."
But dude, I'm spilling shit all over myself. This fucking thing's just got shit going everywhere. I'm not sure. These don't work as good as the other ones.
Get what you pay for.
These don't work as good as the original, the shake. Maybe because they're black, they don't work as good as the other ones, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe because it's the color of these, because they're all black.
Wow.
They don't work great, but that's a joke, guys. That's a joke. That's a joke. Anyways, first thing I want to talk about is, let me see even if they even talk about Candace Owens, because Candace Owens came out today, right? Go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, so Candace Owens, she went on a crazy rant today, pretty much about the Daily Wire and everybody that's there. Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, just there was I don't know, I forgot the guy's name that actually owns, but they've been bullying her and trying to get her canceled since she left the Daily Wire, since she got fired.
Christ is king.
So they ran an ad, and I forgot to see if I could find the ad specifically. Maybe you can look it up. But there was an ad that there was like propaganda pushed on there that was specifically saying that she says Christ is king. They took like a small little clip of what she said on one of her shows, totally out of context. Put her little clip in there, put a Nick Fuentes in there, put Andrew Tate in there. Just a whole bunch of, I think, Tucker Carlson, Ian Carroll, just like all these people that are exposing, they put them in this little like propaganda video that's saying that they are saying Christ is king, or they're pretty much promoting Christianity and Catholicism, trying to antagonize or inferring that it's anti-Semitic to Jews. But I mean, everybody that knows these people know that that's not their true intentions. And then, like she said, there's people like the Tates are not, well, Andrew Tate specifically isn't a Christian. So Ian Carroll is not a Christian. So the things that they say don't have any ties into this. And so the point that she came out was to say that they do this every single time around Easter because they try to divide the Christians and the Catholics because they know that we're the dominant religion. Right. And what they try to do is just try to divide us. Obviously, you want to divide and conquer, but it's actually backfiring on them terribly. So she went on a crazy rant, came with receipts, clips after clips after clips.
That's everything she does.
And she even invited them. She was like, I'm 33 weeks pregnant. She was like, I got about 7. She's like, I got about 7 more weeks. I'm going to be here for the next couple of weeks. So she was like, if you guys want to come and be on my podcast and debate me, she was like, let's go. And obviously they're not going to.
Let's fucking go. And she's debating for 2.
Yeah, she's definitely not. They're not going to do it. Like, they're just not going to do it. But
Ben Shapiro Shapiro is a great debater. Someone call him a masturbator. If you combine the words, a master debater. So he's a masturbator.
I don't think he'll win this one.
He is one of them boys. But see, the thing is, you cannot defend a country that is ran by Satanist elite pedophiles, and you cannot excuse an entire race of people just because of the quote-unquote Holocaust. They were holocausted, or they were mass murdered, which we know those numbers are fabricated. 3 million, 6 million views. It changed from 3 million to 6 million all of a sudden. Now it's 6 million Jews. Whenever the population of Berlin, or of Germany rather, was around 60 million total population, and the Jew population was around 600 to 800,000. So if they had an entire population, and they didn't even have all the Jews, and around 600 to 800,000 were actually encamped, and they were not actually treated very bad at all. They had pianos, they had plays, they had hospitals, they had all kinds of, they had all the amenities. It was like a YMCA. It was like a big old resort or something like that. I was not there. Obviously, I was not there. But this is interviews. They interviewed thousands and thousands, like 5,000 Jews. And they said the same thing. Oh yeah, we were treated very well. We were fed. They were not skinny. They were not in gas chambers. They were not nothing. But let's go ahead and talk about Candace Owens a little bit. She tweeted this earlier. Put us up on the screen right here. And it says, already number 4 trending in the U.S. If we do this every year, if we have to do this every year, we will. We will never stop proclaiming it, but whoever denies me before men, I will also deny him before my Father who is in heaven. Hashtag Christ is King. And you see it right here, number 4 trending. Let me put it on the big screen. Oh, shit. I already forgot how to use this program. Christ is King right here, number 4 trending. Of course, it got pushed down because we know Elon is maybe working for them boys. One of them boys. We don't know yet. We know Elon has a fake space program and all that shit. So he's definitely coerced or compromised, what I would rather say. But I'm going to play this little clip, and I hope I don't get copyrighted from Candace Owens, because Candace Owens, we love you, we support you. Here's a tweet from Candace Owens on X. What do you call it? Do you still call it a tweet? Anyways, these tactics of trying, let me read it first. These tactics of trying to divide Christians between good little Christians and bad Christians are reminiscent of the psychological tactics deployed on American slaves. Not 1 inch. Hashtag Christ is King. And guys, I've said it before. I say it many times. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I believe in a divine creator. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God. And that's everything I believe in. Now, you can believe in God, you can believe in Jesus and follow his footsteps, but not actually be religious, like call yourself a Christian. I'm still on the spiritual journey, guys, so I don't want to sit here and say I'm a Christian because I don't practice Christianity by the book. You know what I mean? I use the Bible as a good reference book and guidelines to help me guide me through my day to day. I think it has a lot of metaphors in the Bible. I don't believe every story in the Bible is true per se, like word for word, exactly how it happened. But that's a whole other topic. Hopefully we can get another good podcast on the on Easter, and we can do a deep dive on Easter and its origins and how it has nothing to do with the fucking Easter bunny, and how Jesus did not die. And, how did he die on Friday, resurrect on Sunday, but it was the 3rd day. It was 3 days later, and it's April, and it's at a different day every year. But his birthday was not in December, obviously. We have a lot of evidence showing that as well. But that's a whole other rabbit hole we can go down. Get it, rabbit hole, Easter. Anyways, here is Candace Owens talking about the Zionists behind the Daily Wire. By the way, I'm going to go on the record and say I love the Daily Wire. They have great content. I love, Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Jordan Peterson, Michael Knowles. Candace Owens is a part of the Daily Wire, so she obviously liked them too at some point. Brett Cooper, they kicked off the women because they were saying some anti-Semitic stuff, and there was a lot of bullshit behind the scenes. You can't say this, you can't say that. Okay, well, we're Christians, we're conservatives, we believe in one thing. Just because a Jew is running the show, he's gonna tell us what we can and we cannot say. Fuck that shit. Daily numbers are going way down. Their subscriptions are going way down. They're losing a lot of money. Well, they're not losing money, but they're making a lot less money. And these movies that they're making, like The What is a Woman, I think, was very profitable. The Am I Racist? I think they spent more money in advertising and spent more money on the film. They had to pay people $100,000 for a 30-minute interview. But they're losing a lot of money on these things like that because people are starting to wake up. And it's not an anti-Semitic movement that's going on the internet. It's a awakening. It's like a spiritual awakening. Everybody's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. The math ain't math in here. Something ain't adding up. So Candace Owens and Ian Carroll and who else?
Tucker Carlson. There's people that are definitely calling out. Even Andrew Tate. I mean, Andrew Tate is not a Christian, but yet his brother is, and he was out there marching in the streets and saying, you cannot treat Christians this way. You cannot behead Christians. We cannot treat them this way. Right. And this guy's a Muslim. So what it all boils down to is, like she said, is right and wrong is wrong. And what these people are doing is not right. Funding that country that we should not be giving funding and aid to.
It's the Holy Land, though. It's the Holy Land.
As they are slaughtering innocent women and children. The dumbest argument. Insane. And they're no better than Adolf Hitler. They're just not.
And they're no better than my Bubba. And also, if Christians get treated like shit over there, too.
What you have going on right now is this study. I find this timing to be remarkably suspicious. The way they're trying to pull Christians apart and make them think that they can be a better Christian is so reminiscent to me of a discussion I had with Dr. Ben Carson, actually, about slavery. And he was saying, and that, historically speaking, this was sort of the concept of the field Negro and the house Negro, right? Like, you're the house Negro, so you're preferred. That's the field Negro. You don't want to be a field Negro, you want to be a house Negro. So here's what you have to do to be a house Negro. This is the same sort of a psychological tactic. They're essentially saying there are certain types of Christians that are beyond the pale. And if you want to be a good little house Christian, here's all you have to do. Condemn them that are out in the field. And I won't play this game anymore. And what I am particularly peeved about regarding this study, which Jordan Peterson took part in, is when you look at, because I just said, okay, who funded this study? Who did this study? Is this Christians coming together and recognizing a problem amongst Christians? Because that would make a little more sense. I would still strongly disagree. But if it was all Christians that came together in front of the study and said, hey, we really have a problem and we've got to address it, then I would be much more understanding this Lenten season. But it's not that, okay? It's not that. Look at the list of the people who were part of the study. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 individuals who took place in this study. The first principal investigator there that you have, Dr. Lee Jussum, is Jewish. Dr. Jordan Peterson has said he does not believe in Christ. We're going to get to him in a second. So he's unknown, I guess we could say, an atheist, perhaps. Reverend Dr. Johnny Moore, who I would refer to as the token Christian because he's the only one. And he's the one that retweeted this study and got this going this morning. We're going to speak more about him. Then we have Dr. Joel Finkelstein, who is Jewish. We have Jacob Zucker, who is Jewish. We have Danit Sarah Finkelstein, who is Jewish. We have Sonia Yanofsky, who is Jewish. We have Alex Goldenberg, who is Jewish. We have Ohad Fadida, who is Jewish. We have Gideon Furher, who we checked, and he is Jewish. We have Simon Lazarus, who is Jewish. And the last two, Anisa Jagdeep and Ankita Jagdeep, are presumably Hindu, but they are Indian. So this is a study that was funded by Jews to make Christians war with one another during the Lenten season. That is problematic to me, okay? And I hope that if you are a Jewish listener of mine, now that you've probably been enjoying my content and recognizing that these smears about me don't make sense. I am in the middle of a series trying to ironically to free a Jewish man from prison, Harvey Weinstein, who I believe was wrongfully convicted. And he is was.
What the? Oh, they crashed the stream,
one of the biggest donors to the ADL, who has me on their list.
I lost connection. Are we back up? Is everything good?
As an anti-Semite. But I don't care, because I care about the truth, and I don't care about whether or not.
Guys, they're trying to sabotage the stream, so we might get cut off early. I'm not sure because the stream is lagging right now, and they're trying to cut us off. But it says it reconnected, so hopefully it's the same video.
He's Jewish. I don't care who he donates to or what he believes in politically. I care about actual justice. You've probably been watching my series on Justin Baldoni, who is Ashkenazi Jewish and who is, along with Justin Heath and Steve Sarowitz, another Jewish individual, Ashkenazi Jewish individual, being attacked by quote unquote Christians right? Christian Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, they grew up some denomination of Christianity, and yet I take their side, not because they're Jewish, not because I care if his name is Steve Sarowitz, because I think they're right, and I think they're telling the truth. And because people are able to get to my
She's right. Jews are speaking up against other Jews.
They can see now that all of these smears have always been ridiculous. I simply don't support Israel and what Israel is doing, and that is my right as an American. So for those of you who watch my content and are Jewish, how would you feel if during a high holy holiday, you found that a group of 13 Christians and one token Jew funded a study saying that, well, you know what? You wearing your yarmulke is actually anti-Christian. I find that to be, you just can't do that right now. And it's not what, like, you can do it, but we're just trying to explain to you that there's some of you who are doing it to hurt Christians. So we just need you guys to peel off and recognize which one of you Jews should be shouting at the other Jews. You can be a good Jew or you can be a bad Jew. Yeah. That is how this study has arrived to Christians. So I'm really trying to communicate to you from the heart of where the frustration and the anger comes from. Okay, it's got nothing to do with anti-Semitism. It has to do with people being able to clearly see
They're not even Semites.
What this is. This is a Jewish-funded attack against Christians during the Lenten season. That is a fact. There's no way, and this does not mean that every Jew participated in this. In fact, we have their names right here. We know the person who funded this organization, by the way. He is on this list as well. It's Dr. Joel Finkelstein. His father is a rabbi. So to purport and pretend that this is some, Jewish Christian issue, it's just not.
Mm-hmm. So, guys, by the way, whenever we go live on all these things right here at the bottom. And for some reason, YouTube did not let me go live on YouTube. So I'm not live on YouTube. Usually I go live on YouTube at the same time simultaneously with all the other things except for Instagram. But for some reason, weirdo, it's weird. YouTube did not take my stream. Isn't that kind of suspicious? And right now, during the middle of my stream just paused and had to reconnect and everything like that. I find it really suspicious, actually. I put the hashtag Crisis King and everything like that in there. And it's kind of weird that YouTube did not make this. And this is the first time I've been doing the podcast for 6 months already, damn near. 5 months at least. 3 nights a week at least. And this is the first time YouTube has not taken my video and has not put me live on YouTube. So that's kind of weird. I have to dig in deeper than that. So I have to upload this video to YouTube after I get done with the podcast. And it's just really suspicious. The timing of all this. The same thing. I'm not saying that I'm as big as Candace Owens or it's on purpose. It could be just one of those things, a glitch in the fucking in the servers or whatever. But it's just kind of weird timing when I put Candace Owens destroys, the Daily Wire, and I talk about Lil Yachty talking about BLM as a scam, and I talk about Sarah McBride being called Mr. because he is a fucking Mr. And then I put hashtag Crisis King, and it's just really weird that YouTube didn't take my stream this time. It's kind of weird, but anyways.
Yeah, so I sent you the actual propaganda video that they on X. I sent it to you, and this is pretty much what it was from the Beast. The Beast Daily, I believe. They wrote a whole entire article about them, and then like the thumbnail is Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, and Andrew Tate. So they're like the three faces of this.
Yeah, let me see if I'm if I'm live again, because I got kicked off of X too. And,
are you serious? You just got kicked off of X?
Let me listen. And it's just really weird that you. Okay. Okay. I reconnected to X. So. Okay. You sent it to me on X. You said.
Yes, I did.
Let me check it out real fast. Let me pull it up. So it's a propaganda video. It's like a smear campaign
about Christ is King. Right. Why saying that it is anti-Semitic to say.
Okay, let's see.
It'll benefit us as a partner.
No, it's not that.
Oh, this is this one?
No, okay. I should be like the last one I just sent.
Okay, this was the last one. Okay, right here. Which one?
This one right here. Yeah. There it is. Yep.
Okay, let's watch this video, guys. A smear campaign. And this is Candace Owens. She says, this reverend is on the regional board for the ADL Los Angeles and serves on the advisory council for the ADL and on their task force. Starting to make sense why he participated in this report. You cannot serve both money and God. And then this is from the reverend. He says, I need to warn you about something. The term Christ is King has been a declaration of shared Christian values for generations, but shocking research compiled into a report I co-authorized with Dr. Jordan Peterson demonstrates that this that this iconic phrase is being hijacked by anti-Semitic extremists to manipulate Christians. We collaborated with the U.S. Story to explain it in the video below. Watch it and then read the full report linked to the second post below. Okay, interesting. So I would love to see a verbal sparring duality between Jordan Peterson and Candace Owens. And Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro. And she calls him out. I got a few weeks left, guys, till I have my baby. And I'm going to be out for like a month, probably, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. Who knows? But she's calling them out. And I want to see it live. I would pay money to see Candace Owens because I think, and by the way, Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, they are sharp of the tongue. They are very intelligent individuals. I have a lot of respect for them. But there's certain values that I do not align with them. Charlie Kirk also, big Zionist as well. Whenever he's questioned about the dancing Israelis, he just says, God bless you. And and he says, I went to Israel. This is Charlie Kirk. Hey, Charlie Kirk, why do you want to protect Israel so much? I walked the land that Jesus and my Lord and Savior walked. I cried when I saw a rock. I saw a rock and I cried and I felt it. So that's our reason, Charlie Kirk. That's our reason that we have to protect Israel at all costs, and it's a holy land, and you can just screw little kids and get away with it over there, and they can just genocide. They can ethnically cleanse the Palestinians over there. Don't get me wrong. I'm no supporter of Hamas and terrorists and jihads and people, the terrorists, the Allahu Akbar people. But what if, I'm just saying, I'm just playing devil's advocate. What if Hamas is none of those things? I'm just saying. I don't know the facts because I'm not there. I'm not doing the in the field journalism. But what if they are just Muslims fighting for their own rights? And what if this is all propaganda from the media, the left and the right? Retard Angus, hey now. Hey, you gay retards, the world is round. You're a retard and you're fucking, you're fucking. Welcome back. Hey, how many kangaroos did you hunt over there on your hunting trip? And send us some kangaroo meat, dude. I would love to try a kangaroo.
Oh my God, imagine how freaking lean it would be. Wow.
Lean and mean like that big swole one.
Literally.
But yeah, these guys, Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, Donald Trump, and everybody knows I love Donald Trump, right? You love Donald Trump, right? But he is completely getting gangbanged by the Jewish, it's just amazing. So let's see this propaganda video put out against Candace Owens and us Christians just because we proclaim Christ is King. And they're killing Christians in Syria. So let's check this out, guys. It's my first time seeing this. I'm very excited to see this video.
Since the advent of Christianity, Christ is King has been a cry for connection to the divine, a declaration of faith, a moving signal between Christians of their shared values. But what happens when it becomes a manipulation tactic designed to deceive Christians? Mentions of Christ as King have increased fivefold on platforms like X in just the past 4 years. At first glance, it would seem hopeful as people begin to reinvestigate faith in the face of increasing secularization and chaos in the world. But the NCRI, an organization at the forefront of monitoring deep trends in data, observed a striking and nefarious development around the phrase Christ is King beginning in 2021. In 2024, more than 50% of all engagements around Christ is King posts were driven by extremist influencers. The word extremist gets used a lot, and many are understandably skeptical at its use. But we're talking about people like this.
I used sex as a tool to make women love me so they'd obey me and live in my house and make me money.
Catholics and Christians were going missing on Passover, then they would find bodies, and they were able to trace them back to Jews. Blood libel.
Real Africans, on average, have an IQ of 65.
Posts like these achieved over 13.
But if they're facts, then they're facts. So if they're facts, then facts are facts. And Nick Fuentes is a smart guy. He said some crazy stuff. So does Andrew Tate. Smart guys, smart people. And Andrew Tate's not even a fucking Christian. He's a Muslim.
Exactly.
On average, have an IQ of 65.
Posts like these achieved over 13.6 million views and more than...
I'm gonna read this tweet. Andrew Tate says, all the Christians seething over, why do young men listen to Tate? Because I'm fucking cool and you're all dorks. Why do they listen to the man that makes them strong, powerful, rich over the people telling them to accept homos and forgive transgression? Losers. I agree with that.
100,000 engagements during Easter 2024 alone. While co-opting the phrase for their toxic narrative, figures like Candace Owens and Jake Shields repeat hateful blood libels. And shockingly, by 2024, the most frequently associated term with Christ as King was the word Jew. The intent is clear. Manipulate well-meaning, faithful Christians into having their beliefs tethered to psychopaths. This is nothing short of diabolical. We're caught watching Christ is King being taken by the supremacist right more and more each day. These connections matter. The spiritual, the linguistic, the interpersonal. They shape us, they shape our society, and they shape the world. So what kind of connections do we want to build? And more importantly, what kind of world will we help create? Help retake our values.
That was the fucking weakest, most bullshit rebuttal to fucking saying Christ is King I've ever seen. And I'm glad you shared me that. But that is, look, only 1.2 thousand, and I liked it so I can keep it in my folder. I didn't even like the video. I really don't. 2.5 million views, guys. Look at this. I'm going to show you guys right here. 2.5 million views, 1,000 retweets only, 3.8 thousand. I'm going to look at the engagement. And then only 1.2 thousand likes. And I only liked the video, like I said, guys, so I can save it to my folder for, obviously, to show others. But let me look at the chat. Let me see what the chat has to say.
I was gonna say it got more views than Michelle Obama's new podcast.
And look, this guy is the top 3. Here's a list of everyone who took part of this report. Interesting enough, it does not seem to be coming from Christians at all. So Candace Owens debunks him in his own video. Drop on a clues bomb for Candace Owens. She debunks him in his own video. That is amazing. Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Let all in creation call Yahweh, the author of confusion, before anyone else. Prayers and declarations. Christ is King. They're blowing them up more. Judeo-Christians and Jews. They're fucking destroying this on X. Cleanse the temple. Cleanse the fucking temple. Look at this, dude. This is amazing. So he's putting it online and he is getting destroyed in his own post. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be angry, but I'm not saying that I have any anger. I just feel like this is such a far stretch that I cannot even put it in words. They think that we are literally stupid. Like, they think that whatever they push out, we just have to accept it, and we have to be like,
right.
Oh, maybe they're right. Maybe we are saying that Christ is King because we really just hate the Jews. No, absolutely not. We don't want them. We don't want anyone dying. We don't want anyone from Israel dying. We don't want anyone from Palestine dying. We don't want any of these people to die.
Well, hang on there. You speak for yourself on that.
No.
Because I want
killing and murdering people regardless.
No.
Now,
but
in
saying
combat
that I don't want
different,
them to, no.
But come on,
I disagree.
Innocent women and children.
Innocent
people that have nothing to do with this.
Thank you. You did not say that. You said we don't want people dying.
Well, that's what I meant. Sorry.
I want the evil powers that be to be dead. I want people who kill innocent people to be dead. I want people who touch little kids to be dead. And it's up to God to judge them. You know what I mean? I'm not, and I'm not saying I wouldn't want to kill them or whatever like that. I'm not going to go kill them. I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to antagonize violence. I'm not going to tell violence. But I think pedophiles deserve the death penalty. Do they deserve a right to a trial? Of course. They're innocent until proven guilty. But can we trust the courts? Can we trust the judges? Are they paid off? Are they coerced? Are they compromised? So saying that we don't want nobody to die, that's not what I want.
Innocent.
I want
women and children.
innocent women, and that is the thing.
Men, the people, just innocent civilians that have nothing to do with this.
No, yeah. If you rape somebody, you deserve to die. Off with your head. First off with your dick, and tie them up, let them bleed out with their dick. You know what I mean? This one guy in South Carolina, he chose to get death by a firing squad. So I was telling her the other day. Now, whenever you get the death penalty, you get 3 choices. You know, well, I'm sure it's always been this way. You get the firing squad; they get to shoot you until you die. You did. Number 2, they get you the electric chair, which is crazy to want to choose that. And number 3 is lethal injection. The bad thing about the electric chair is they strap you to a chair. They start fucking sending thousands and thousands of volts through your body. Your eyes pop out of your fucking head. You shit your pants. You piss your pants. You smell your flesh and your skin burning while you're dying. You smell that before death. It's very painful. Horrible way to die. I don't know who would choose electric chair. And you don't always die immediately. We saw it in some people don't die immediately from the electric chair.
Was it the Green Mile?
I think it was a Green Mile. They had to do it a few times or something like that. But you don't always die from electric chair. They don't put enough volts. Maybe they fucking crank it up halfway to make you suffer. I'm not sure. But then lethal injection, they inject you with this lethal dose of whatever. And I forgot what the chemical is called. And it takes several minutes, and you start choking and gagging, and it clogs up. It clogs up everything. It's not like it just put you to sleep. It's not like they put you under like whenever you go to the doctor. Like you go to sleep, and then they fucking inject you. That would actually be more humane, actually. But they just put this lethal injection in you. You start choking. You start drowning in your own throw up. You start in your own throw up. You start suffocating, and it's terrible. And you don't always die either. You can fucking live through that. Isn't that crazy? And then people have been buried alive. They think they're dead, but they're actually alive. There's brain activity going on. So it's crazy. My thing is, why, if people are going to die, why waste taxpayer dollars on electricity bill going up? Why waste taxpayer dollars on giving these motherfuckers a last meal, a burger or a fucking pizza or a steak or whatever the fuck they want to eat? Why even waste that? These people should not even fucking be getting, treatment like that. Waste 50 cents on a fucking, or maybe closer to 75 cents probably, for a 45 caliber round. Shoot them right in the fucking brain, in the side, right in the temple, in the softest part of the head. Poof, they're dead. Their brain is gone. Their brains are splattered everywhere, and that's what they deserve. And that's the cheapest, most humane way. The firing squad, what they do is they get like 10 people, and they give them all guns. And there's only one real bullet in one of the guns, because a lot of the guards were complaining that they feel bad for killing somebody. It's okay. Well, we're only going to put one round in one of y'all's guns, and none of y'all are going to know which round it comes from. But what if they shoot you and the guy misses? He fucking hits your fucking shoulder. Ah! You're fucking sitting there. I'm shot. You shot me. The guy's aim is a little bit off. Ah! So why not fucking give them all bullets and let them all shoot them at the same time, like they did in the Gladiator? Well, that was that was on 2 and 2, but a great movie, by the way, Gladiator.
Bow and arrows.
Angus says, you wouldn't want to electrocute a train driver. He would be a bad conductor.
We don't have the drums. The doom. Oh,
that is
goodness.
Hilarious. That is fucking
Angus
hilarious.
Is so silly.
Angus says he got a couple of kangaroos and a couple of hogs, so that's amazing.
Go.
That boy stocked up, ready to eat some hogs. I bet you like them hogs.
Wait, do they eat kangaroos for real?
Oh yeah.
For real, they do.
Yeah. It's like in China they eat the cats because they're running wild. So in Mexico they eat the dogs. You don't see no dogs on the street in China. I'm sorry, you don't see no dogs in the street in Mexico. You don't see no cats in the street in China.
Is that?
So in Australia they just catch a wild. Hey babe, in the backyard, I got another roo. I got another kangaroo jack, and they just fucking grill it right there.
Wow.
I think so. I don't know. You might want to fact check me on that, Angus. Amazing.
Angus would know. Either way, this is definitely propaganda push trying to, like she said, divide Christians and saying that, we're using the term the wrong way and using it to be anti-Semitic. Most people that are Christians do not say anything about the Jews.
Right.
They think by pushing this propaganda that we have to save the Jews and protect the Jews at all costs is going to make us like the Jews even more. It's like once you push it onto us, we're like, why do we have to do this? Like, why is this so important? And then you start doing research and it's like, oh, I get it now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like you're putting a spotlight on something that probably we wouldn't even be digging into if it wasn't for the propaganda that's pushed so bad by the Zionists. And I just feel like so many people are doing their own research now. So many people like us are getting older. People that used to be easily brainwashed at younger ages. We're getting older. We're getting wiser. We're doing our research and we're coming to the light and we're realizing that everything we've ever been told was a lie. And she's just about the same age as we are. A little couple, maybe 2, 3, 4 years older than us.
Yeah.
But either way, it's like, there's just a generation that we're not taking bullshit anymore.
Yeah,
We're just not taking it. And so
Right.
they can shove that damn video up their ass.
Exactly. And I got a couple of buddies and who shall remain nameless. I got 2 friends, right? And we have this group chat. It's about 5 of us in the group chat, I think. Yeah, about 6 of us, including me. There's 6 of us in the group chat. And we talk about all kinds of shit every day. We talk about business, we talk about stocks, we talk about politics, we talk about, you know, wars and the government. And I always tell them, and I come with them with facts about Israel, about the Jews, the evil Jews, not all, but most of the elite. Actually, most of the Jews, I think, are good people. You know what I mean?
Yes, they condemn the stuff that's happening.
90% of them are good.
Of course.
They're good. And they practice Judaism. I'm talking about the people who don't even practice the religion, don't speak the language, they don't speak Hebrew, and they are hypocrites. And I tell them all the time, why must we protect Israel? What allegiance do we owe them? You know what I mean? Why? It's good to have them as an ally, but why support them? Why build the military for them like we did in the 1940s? Why give them 200 to 300 nukes, right? It's one of the smallest countries in the freaking world. And they just keep saying, it's the Holy Land. We have to. It says in the Bible.
No, it doesn't.
It says in the Bible.
Absolutely does not.
That they're God's chosen people.
No, it doesn't.
And that's the Holy Land. It's the Holy Grail. I said, what the?
Bruh.
What the fuck, dude? That is the weakest argument. If I'm coming to you, this, that, and they're
also
like,
a lie.
Well, it's okay because it's the Holy Land. Give me a fucking break, dude.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. They are the children of the lie.
Yep.
The children of the lie.
And they don't even go and do their own research. That's the crazy part. Yeah, but they haven't even read that in the Bible. It's just something that somebody's propagandized in their head and it's just told them this is what you're supposed to think. And they're just like, okay, yes,
Right.
Amasa, I will believe.
Yes, Amasa.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you want to say. Angus says they're there to feed my dogs, and I eat ass. Fed black Angus.
My
What the?
gosh.
Angus says he eats ass.
Maybe he
I'm sorry.
means that-
Grass-fed black Angus. Okay, I read that wrong. I thought he says there to feed my dogs, and I eat ass. I'm sorry,
You're
Angus.
such a troll.
I'm sorry, Angus. Okay, they feed his dogs, the kangaroos.
Okay.
Good old Rose. Moving on to the next story, guys. We only got a couple more minutes left, maybe 20 more minutes left. Rapper Lil Yachty says Black Lives Matter was a scam during a cooking show with Quinlan Blackwell. Blackwell says, how much have you spent on charitable causes this year? BLM? Lil Yachty says BLM was a scam. BLM was literally a scam. They had bought mansions. This is a fact check. It checks out to be true. Black Lives Matter was accused of mismanaging donations, including how they purchased a $6 million, 6,500 square foot compound with donated money. Isn't that amazing?
Bruh.
They were lesbians. That started.
Yeah. Okay, so
The
check this out,
BLM.
guys. This went viral the other day.
So this year, I mean,
You spent $100,000 on a trip to Disney once. How much?
Why is she interested? This man's fine. Let this man spend whatever the fuck money he wants to spend. He earned it. If you don't want to fucking give to no charitable donations, then fuck off. The way I see it, guys, and before I get into this video, I give to charitable donations. You know what I fucking do? I pay federal income taxes. That's enough fucking federal donations. The government's fucking giving their money out to whoever the fuck they want to give it out. I'm not giving no money to no fucking charitable organizations, because 80% of your money goes to paying the people who work for them and for the advertisements and all that bullshit. I pay federal taxes. That's a charitable donation in my eyes. Fuck that.
Yeah, most of that money comes back around to those people, like you said.
It does.
And it's
a very
it's all
small
a scheme.
percentage goes to the people.
It's a
How
scheme.
much has BLM given to the hood, or the mothers, or the fathers who lost their kids, or the families of the victims of the actual? Why aren't they buying people's houses in the hoods, getting them out, building schools, building hospitals, making jobs, not just BLM jobs? They're race hustlers, race baiters. That's everything they do, is race bait. They come out when there's a fucking check to be made.
The babies in Haiti are still starving.
The babies in Haiti, well, Haiti's not America.
But you know what I mean. That, remember the Hillary Clinton, all this, oh, we got to send
Yeah.
money. Like, these babies are still starving. These babies ain't got no money.
You spent $100,000 on a trip to Disney once. How much have you spent on charitable causes this year? Let's start cooking these pancakes.
I would just lie. $1 million?
I mean, well, this year technically just started, so this year, I mean, like, it's hard to.
What about last year?
Well, last year, it's hard to gauge.
All right.
It's hard to
What about the
gauge.
year before last year?
Oh, well, that year, that's a good year. Yeah, I mean, it's just blurry. I be doing so much.
BLM? Since you want to be so black powered?
BLM is a scam.
Clip that. Send it to the fucking news.
BLM was literally a scam. They had bought mansions, and you probably wouldn't know anything about it because you don't care about black people.
Whoa!
I do care about black people.
No, you don't,
Look at my
bitch.
chocolate.
Because I'm chocolate. I do care about that because I'm chocolate.
Look at my chocolate.
Look at my chocolate. What about your chocolate? What's that?
He's more chocolate than she is.
You don't care about black people. So you don't follow black
I do care about black people.
news.
Look at my chocolate. You're mad.
It's a disguise.
You're mad. I think I'm literally the most pro-black person in this room.
Because you have an all-white staff?
Holy.
White.
Holy.
They're POC.
POC. What's POC? They're not white, they're POC. What does that mean?
I don't know.
They're still white. Angus says RFK Jr. eats ass. He says arse. Eats arse. That's how he got the brain parasite that gave him the speech impairment, licking dirty arse in his drug-addicted days.
Oh my god.
That was from the flu vaccine. That is our human health secretary, okay? Our human health secretary. So you need to put some respect on his name.
You have an all-white staff?
They're not white. They're POC.
And I'm gay. What the fuck does that? And I'm gay. Nobody asked your gay ass.
Because you have an all-white staff?
They're not white. They're POC. I'm gay. Thank you. What? Don't laugh.
He starts laughing.
I too have a gay, so I also am.
Gay?
I too have a gay. I too have a gay.
And then she's like, a gay?
And I'll be like, yeah, and look, I got a black too.
But it's just like crazy because she didn't have a problem whenever the other person shouted, and I'm gay. And then he's like, oh, I too have a gay. And she's like, a
Right.
gay?
Right,
It's just so absurd for him to say.
Right.
Oh my goodness, these people, they literally
amazing.
just do not amaze me.
They are amazing.
They just don't ever seem to amaze me. This is crazy.
Ever cease to amaze you.
Yeah.
Ever cease to amaze you.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Kanye West tweeted this the other day. He says, the next album got that anti-Semitic sound. My new sound called anti-Semitic. I'm going to drop one of those bombs for my boy Yeezus. Yeezy in the building with that anti-Semitic album on the way. It's going to be amazing. Real quick, Donald Trump bought a Tesla from Elon. I don't know why this is news or relevant or whatever. By the way, guys, I lost a few $1,000, maybe like $4,000 in the stock market the past week or so. I was depressed. I was getting ready to jump off a building. And then I look at Elon Musk. He lost $29 billion in stock, in Tesla stock. But he pays himself in stock. He don't take, I think, a salary. And he's worth $500 billion. So is $29 billion a lot? It is a lot to us. But to Elon Musk, it's like, didn't even make a fucking dent.
So the context behind this was because they were torching Teslas at the Tesla auto place, and they were vandalizing and they were protesting. And so Donald Trump felt like it wasn't fair because Elon Musk is out here doing this on his behalf. He's not getting paid. He doesn't have to do this. And so he said, I'm going to support an American-owned business and an American, owned and operated
it's not
business.
Owned and operated. Well, operated, yes.
What's an American business? Because it's
Elon
here
Musk
in America,
is,
and he's not American,
but not American owned.
But
he's South Africa.
But what he meant is like a manufactured here, an American.
Right. But did he say American owned?
I don't remember if he said it or not. I might be taking that out of
yeah. But
context.
I get your point.
But that was his whole point.
They're sabotaging us again.
Oh God.
They're sabotaging us again.
Yeah, so that was the whole point, and that's why and everybody was just making it a big deal. They were like, "Oh, Donald Trump is making it a car show at the White House," and then they showed a clip actually of Joe Biden actually doing the same exact thing for some like fancy Jeep or something one year that he brought to the White House, and it was like, "Oh, it was okay when Biden did it, but whenever Donald Trump does it, it's a problem." So these people are just hypocrites.
Yeah, our stock is gonna bounce back, Angus. I haven't sold anything. I should have listened to my fucking friend. Shout out to my boy Steven. He told me in December, and it was like high. My crypto was high. My stock was high. I had a lot of money in there. In December, he's like, right now, sell, buy back when it drops. And I could have sold then, and I could have bought it back now, and I could have sold it again when it's higher. Guys, I'm not a stock trader, but I know it'll bounce back. I'm gonna hold. I'm not selling anything, so I haven't lost any money. By the way, that money came from reverse splits, so who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I wish I don't know nothing about reverse splits because they canceled that fucking shit on my goddamn side hustle. Anyways, okay, moving on. This is from End Wokeness, but a lot of people tweeted this out. It says, all hell just broke loose at a House hearing after Sarah McBride is accurately called Mr. McBride. Check this out. This fucking guy right here is Mr. McBride, and they go by Sarah, and it's a bunch of women. What the fuck is her name? A bunch of congresswomen. Help me out with some names.
Oh, like AOC?
No, not AOC. She's a fucking liberal. The other one. Marjorie Taylor.
Oh, you mean on our side?
Obviously.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying like opposing.
Anna Luna, whatever.
Nancy
Mace, Anna Luna, whatever her name is. You got to say 3 names. You got to say all 3 of them whenever you say her name. They're all complaining because this dude wants to go to the women's restroom because this dude has a mental illness and he thinks he's in the body of, he thinks he's a woman in the body of a man. Completely bogus and fake. Maybe propaganda. Could be paid opposition. Could be paid ops. Say, hey, say you're a woman. We're going to all get your back and pretend to be a woman. Pretend that you think that you're a woman and push our agenda. Just keep pushing our agenda that you're that you're a woman and then the trans movement, all that bullshit. And we'll give you fucking $10 million. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, everyone learns from mistakes. You never win if you don't have a crack. True.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. McBride.
Mr. McBride.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair. So this dude says Madam Chair. Obviously, it's a sir. So that's disrespectful. He says, thank you, Madam Chair.
From Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, it's a
banana cake.
We have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply.
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman? Would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Let's fucking go, lads. Let's fucking go. Shots fucking fired.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order. Mr. Chairman, have you no decency?
You're fucking sus.
I mean, I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this.
You will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly...
Well, get the fuck out of here, you fucking faggot!
...elected representative the right way.
This hearing is adjourned.
These fags are ruining our country, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not, hang on, it's not the gays, guys. The gays, the normal gays are fine. You know, I had a gay uncle, right? Rest in peace, Uncle Adam. I had a gay uncle. He died from, guess what? AIDS and HIV and a bunch of other fucking weird things, right? He had, you know, but I never knew. You need the Wookiee cry. Oh, I'll find that. Thank you, Angus. Yeah, it's good. I had a gay uncle, and I never knew he was gay. My parents never told me. I never saw him as gay. He never talked like this, and he was not like flamboyant, and he was just like, you know, kind of like normal, and he was just like everybody else, you know what I mean? And he didn't put his gay agenda on me, and he never had that gay vibe when I was a kid. He was just an uncle. Uncle Adam. Loved him. Cool guy. Amazing. But he did. And because of a lot of bad choices that he made, yeah, I know, the Chewbacca cry, Wookiee cry, same thing. I get what you mean. He died. You did. And he made a lot of bad choices. You know, I loved him to death. Never judged him. I mean, I didn't find out he was gay till I was like a teenager, like I think like 16, 17, 18. And they told me, you know, he's gay. I'm like, what the? That was the wrong one, but it worked. And I never knew he was gay. And he was just a normal gay. He wasn't pushing his LGB. You never saw him with the rainbows. You never saw. I never seen none of his boyfriends. He never brought none of his fucking his butt buddies. He never brought none of them to the house. You know, to the family functions. He showed up always alone, stuff like that. And they said that, you know, he lived with his partner for so long, and then they separated. Or the other one died, I think, too, of AIDS too, or whatever. I don't know. I think he died too. He did. But anyways, yeah, they never were gay, like gay. They never were fags. You know what I mean? So there's a difference, guys. If you're gay, you're gay. You know what I mean? I don't agree with your choices. I don't agree with a lot of people's choices, right? But you can do that in your bedroom. You don't have to push it on kids, making out in public, putting that in the fucking movies, talking about gay rights and talking about this and that and this and that, right? Like, whenever we go out in public, we're not making out. We're not fucking having straight pride. And even though we are a conservative Christian, we have values, and we think, you know, we believe in decency. We're not in the fucking making out and fucking telling everybody they should be straight and pushing our straight agenda, or, you know, pushing Christianity on people. We're not going door to door, say, you need to, you know, follow Christ. You know, I'm saying that on my podcast because it's my platform. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. But I'm not going door to door. I'm not campaigning, and I'm not doing this. But I do proclaim Jesus Christ. If people want to ask me about it, you know, wherever, at work, on the street, you know, on Facebook, obviously I'm gonna push God, because I pronounce God as my Lord and Savior, and Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I denounce any other religions. You know, honestly. Now, if you want to be Muslim, if you want to be Hindu, you want to be Judaism, if you know, a Jew, or you want to be whatever like that, that's your thing. That's fine. I would never push my religion on anybody else or my views on anything like that, unless it's on my podcast, because it's my platform and this is my space. This is where I vent. This is where I talk about what I believe in. And this is, this is my area. So if you don't like this podcast, you can fucking scroll to the next podcast. That's it. I'm not popping up on your feed. Just unfollow me if you don't like me. That's fine. I have no problem with that. This is America, or actually this is the world. Angus is in Australia. But if Angus didn't like the podcast, or if he didn't fucking agree with what I said, he has the freedom to go watch something else. Go watch Australian conservative. I don't know. Go watch the Discovery Channel. I don't know what they watch over there, but or the Sky News. I love Sky News, actually. I love that Pooja girl. She comes on there and she talks a lot of, she's a Pooja. She's a Maharaja. But she's smart. She's funny. The lefties losing that. I love that segment. But you can watch whatever you want to watch. And that's the beauty of this, of social media and technology, is you can choose what's on your algorithm. You can dislike videos, you can report, you can say I'm not interested, and you can look up whatever. If you want to look at gay stuff all day, you can look at gay stuff. If you want to look at NBA, you want to watch the NBA, that's fine. Watch the NBA. If you want to watch fucking the Weather Channel or the Golf Channel or whatever you want to watch, you can choose that. And that's what I love about social media. We can choose it. It's our own little matrix. It's our own little reality, our own little world that we live in with our phones and stuff like that. So that's the beauty of that. Amazing. Thank you, my boy, baby. Thank you, Eduardo Rodriguez, for the like to the stream. Hey, you never hit me up, dude. So you never hit me up.
I was going to say that if the guy wouldn't have put on a cape, he would have just let that exchange die. The guy said, Mr. He replied with Madam. And it was over. It was it. But he had to go and put on a cape and just try to save
Captain
the
Save-A-Ho.
day and made himself look like a complete idiot. And he couldn't, whatever it is, couldn't even rebuttal whatever the topic was of discussion. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, you don't want to have this conversation. Bam, we're done. That's it. Everybody can leave. And so it was just stupid. He shouldn't have got involved in it. And like you said, the rules are, Donald Trump said, we are only identifying 2 genders, and it's the gender that you are born with, and that's it. We're not calling you whatever you want to, whatever you feel like that day. That's just not the way that it's going to work for the next 4 years. So she better get used to it, or he better get used to it, whatever it decides it wants to be.
Real quick, but guys, before we end the stream, back to our first story of the night. JD Vance booed. I might have to go down a few things real quick. A few, how do you call it? Rapid fire topics. Ian Carroll said this needs to end. I was just swatted again moments ago before 2 a.m. 6 to 8 police officers used the PA system to call me by name and order me to walk out of my house. This is by Chase Geyser. Ordered me to walk out of my house. I was handcuffed in the middle of the street, presumably at gunpoint, though I couldn't tell because of the light being shined in my face. I was then led into the house where my wife was woken up, and we were informed that they received a call from someone pretending to be me and threatening to kill my family. And Ian Carroll reposted that. It says this needs to end. He says, waking up to another great day of supporting Representative Thomas Massey for president 2028. I got to look into that guy.
Oh, yeah. Thomas Massey is going back and forth right now. Donald Trump is not a fan.
This is Ian Carroll, Club Maha Live 010, rendering the truth a tell-all. And not sure. We're about to finish real quick. He says, I specifically am saying you should not own it, and he does not represent Jewish identity unless you choose to defend them of one of your own. So why would Jewish people get mad when we talk about him? Kind of weird. And this says, anonymous groups try to cancel Ian Carroll. They must be new here. We support Ian Carroll here. We love this guy. He's amazing. He talks a lot of truth. They try to cancel this guy. And let me go ahead and like this video. I'm going to go ahead and watch the whole thing later. So we're changing venues and pushing back the date. More details to come. Going to be even bigger and better than before. I guess they canceled one of his venues.
So 2 days ago, I announced I was hosting a live event in June. And then overnight, a whole bunch of, shall we say, anonymous accounts online, we don't know who they are, started harassing the families that own the venue. And I don't want to get into the specifics, but there were some public doxing attempts online and other stuff. And now that venue has had to cancel the event. We're still going to do it. We just aren't going to do it there. There were many, far more vile than this, but this is the kind of stuff that was coming in. Again, targeted the families of the venue, not even targeted at myself or at our organization at all. We didn't get a single negative message. All of our messages were hype from you guys that are stoked to come.
Right.
Huge concern. A vile anti-Semite is obsessed with the grammar doesn't work here. These are facts. They are indisputable. This is nothing to do with politics or a country. It's frightening, it's sickening, and frankly, at times illegal. He is under the government, WAT, and it's not going to end well for him and people like him.
I like this. This is the facts and indisputable. Nothing to do with politics or a country. It's about good and evil. I don't want to go too much into that, but let's go and get into some of this Explore because this is interesting, right? J.D. Vance and met with boos at the Kennedy Center concert. Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife, Usha, which, by the way, J.D. Vance is a beta. I like him, guys, but he's a beta because he don't make his wife stay home and raise their kids.
Yeah, he takes her everywhere. It's weird.
It's just kind of weird. Yeah, that is weird. Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife, Usha, were met with loud boos from the audience at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. during a National Symphony Orchestra concert March 13th. By the way, rest in peace, Jeff. Today's Jeff's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff. He would have been 33 years old today. So happy birthday, Jeff. I'm going to drop on the clues bombs for my boy, Jeff. I was going to drop a gunshot for him. Actually, Jeff, this is for you. I love Jeff, but he did. He has a great sense of humor, guys. He would he would laugh. I promise you, he would laugh.
Yeah, he would have.
The concert featured works by Shostakovich and Stravinsky, and the negative reception could be attributed to the political sentiments regarding Vance's association with the Trump administration. You think? You think? Following the event, social media reflected the range of reactions from those celebrating the booing as an expression of dissent to others criticizing it as disrespectful behavior. So let's check this out. J.D. Vance has met with some boos here, getting booed.
Kill that light!
What do you say? Kill that white?
Light! Kill that light!
Oh, kill the light. Kill that light. I would stand. Yep, I would stand up. Thank you.
He's laughing.
Suck my balls. Suck my balls. DC, full of fucking libtards, man. I tell you, man. These people are fucking libtards. American airline plane crashes, catches fire at Denver airport. By the way, I want to do, I always say this, guys. When am I going to fucking do a deep dive for real? Denver airport is a very weird place. They have a whole city under the Denver airport.
Yeah.
I've known this for 15 years. It's crazy. And all the symbolism, I was going to say symbolic. All the symbolism they have throughout the airport about the New World Order, about the Freemasons, is amazing what they have in the Denver airport. This is an American airline Boeing 737-800 flight was diverted to Denver International Airport when it experienced an engine fire after landing. Passengers were safely evacuated with no injuries reported. The cause of the fire is under investigation by the FAA. And the event occurred on Thursday evening. So this evening, guys, breaking news right here. I wish I had the little breaking news thing.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going on the fucking wing of the plane. These people need to be compensated, guys. This is horse shit. Look at that. They got to climb down. And they got to reach what if they're fucking old and they're senior citizens? They're 80, 90 years old. What? These fucking airplanes, these goddamn DEI mechanics, I don't know what they're doing. The pilots, the mechanics, the people running everything is amazing, guys. Chuck Schumer's in the news again. Fucking good old Chuck the Cuck. Chuck the Cuck Schumer backs GOP CR to avoid shutdown. The U.S. Senate is gearing up for a crucial vote on Republican pass continuing resolution CR to fund the government through September 2025. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has indicated his intention to support the bill, finding some common sense, aiming to avert a government shutdown. This move has sparked diverse reaction within the Democratic Party, with some members like Adam Schiff openly opposing it, while others see it as necessary compromise to amidst partisan disagreements over government funding. So here's Chuck Schumer, Chuck the Cuck Schumer, and he's talking about his opposition. He's actually going against the Democratic Party for once. Finally grew some balls. Yeah, they're hanging by his ankles, but he finally grew them.
Republican rejection leads us to a decision. And it's not really a decision. It's a Hobson's choice. Either proceed with the bill before us or risk Donald Trump throwing America into the chaos
he's a piece of shit.
Of a shutdown.
to the chaos of a shutdown. You need to be shut down.
This,
Thrown out of
in
fucking
my
office,
view,
you piece of shit.
is no choice at all. While the CR bill is very bad, the potential for a shutdown has consequences for America that are much, much worse. For
Another
sure,
one.
The Republican bill is a terrible option. It is not a clean CR. It is deeply partisan. It doesn't address far too many of this country's needs. But I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option. And before I explain why, let me be clear about one thing. No one on my side of the aisle wants a government shutdown. Members who support this CR do not want a government shutdown. Members who oppose this CR do not want a government shutdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you too much airtime.
No,
oh, fuck.
It's just crazy because the Democrats are literally, they've never once before ever voted to shut the government down. And right now, the majority of the Dems are actually trying to shut the government down because they just want to go against what Donald Trump is proposing. And it's like, how Trump deranged can you actually get to where you want to go against your actual values and morals, or so we thought that's what they had, the people's best interest in mind. But it's obvious that it's just Trump bad. Just everything that Trump wants to do is wrong, and we have to go against it. It doesn't matter if it makes sense. It doesn't matter if there's so many videos of us saying we support, no government shutdown, blah, blah, blah. No, we have to just go against anything Trump says because we just have to. And they're just making themselves look so idiotic. And like they have no backbone, they have no morals, they have no principles, they have no values, they don't stand on anything, and they just look like a literal circus right now. They have no leader.
Shit show.
They got Michelle Obama doing podcasts and Newsom doing podcasts with Republicans, and she's like talking to her brother. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. They're saying, oh, well, that's why we lost, because we didn't do podcasts. No, you lost because you guys have no plans.
Oh, she did a podcast with a bunch of whores about sucking dick or something like that. Like, how do you please a man?
Well, she has her own now podcast that just aired. I believe
Kamala Harris?
No, Michelle Obama.
Oh my, Big Mike.
Yes,
Big
with
Mike
her
Obama's
brother.
fucking
Literally started her own channel. It's crazy.
Amazing. I check that out. Swatting strikes MAGA influencer Gunther Eagleman. Gunther Eagleman, a prominent MAGA influencer, was subjected to a swatting incident on March 13th, 2025, when a fake hostage situation was reported at his home. This incident is part of a noted increase in swatting cases affecting various individuals, including politicians, public figures, and ordinary citizens. The FBI has recently begun to track swatting incidents more systemically to address this growing issue. By the way, guys, I had a great idea the other day. Whenever you call 911, you can call them. Why can't you FaceTime 911? If you're in a life and death situation and somebody's coming at you with a knife, and you should literally be able to FaceTime 911 or text them. If someone's breaking in your fucking house and they're a murderer or whatever, and you're hiding in a closet or hiding in the attic, why can't you text 911? There's somebody in my house. Here's my address, and they need to be able to see your Apple location or your Google or your Android location. Why can't you face? And this is my idea. I thought about this, so I'm gonna take 100% credit, unless somebody thought about this before. But we have all this technology. Why can't we FaceTime 911? Why can't we text them? Why can't we share our location, drop a pin, whatever the fuck? Save us some time. If someone's coming at me and I have time to FaceTime now or call them, if I'm calling 911 and somebody's coming after me, I could have a gun at them and they're coming after me with a knife. I could say, get back, and they could be standing there. You know what I mean? They could be standing there, and it's, they need to call 911 on each other. But and the guy could be saying, I'm not walking towards you. Like, if somebody has a gun pointed at you and they call 911 and they're on the phone with 911, the operator, everything's being recorded audio. What you need to do is say, I'm not going towards you. I'm standing still. I'm walking backwards. I am not attacking you. I'm not trying to kill you. You have to scream that so they can hear you. That can all be used in the court of law. And also, if you do, God forbid, have to shoot somebody, and they drop down, and this is not me trying to incriminate myself or anybody else. What you want to do is not walk toward them after you shoot them, because the forensic analysis can check your footprints. They can paint a picture, just like Dexter or whatever. They can paint a picture of the entire scene and see that you approach them. Walk around them, make a big old circle, go around them, like do what you can to avoid yourself. And if we have laws, you cannot shoot somebody in the back if they break in your house. If they're trying to run away, you can't just kill them. But the best thing to do is just to kill them if they're facing towards you and they're coming towards you. Shoot them, kill them, be done with it. But they're swatting people. This is from Sean Farash. My wife and I were swatted tonight. We are totally safe. Thank you to everyone who checked in. We are going to do whatever is necessary to find out who's behind these coordinated attacks and hold them accountable to the fullest extent. Thank you for your support. This is, guys, quick video. I'm gonna show a little bit of this video. But this other guy right here too, Gunther Eagleman, he was swatted. Sean Farash, he was swatted. So it's becoming a trend. These fucking Democrats are losing their mind. They're starting to swat us.
Hey guys, it's Sean, my wife Brennan, and just wanted to...
And guys, the other day, somebody died from Alex Jones's InfoWars, killed outside of his house, no cameras. I forget his name. Let me pull it up. His name.
Give you guys an update. We did just get swatted here in Tennessee. The officer said they received a phone call that somebody murdered somebody in the house and was planning a suicide by cop. So I received the call with that information. We cooperated with police. They were very nice.
They were actually very nice.
Very, very nice. They were not aware that this was going on across the country.
They're not aware. Wow.
How did you feel about that?
I'm not even playing the right fucking thing. I'm so sorry, guys.
The officer said they received a phone call that somebody murdered somebody in the house and was planning a suicide by cop. So I received the call with that information. We cooperated with police. They were very nice.
They were actually very nice.
Very, very nice. They were not aware that this was going on across the country. Was that, how did you feel about that? What was going through your head when you saw officers in the backyard with guns?
I was shaking. I was terrified. I was the only one awake. He was asleep.
Yeah.
And they were just pointing their guns into the house, and I was very scared. I was very scared.
Typical woman. But it's actually
I would have been scared too.
No shit, but the way she sounded just like you too, by the way.
No, she didn't.
She didn't know what to say. InfoWars Jamie White InfoWars reporter Jamie White was shot and killed in Austin after interrupting burglars. So he was interrupting burglars at his house. I do not own the rights to this video. This is ABC News reporting this video. It's about a minute long. I want to see what they got to say. So I thought he was pulling in after he left the office of InfoWars in Austin, Texas. And I thought he pulled in his driveway when he was killed, but apparently not. He was interrupting some burglars. We gotta wait for this fucking ad to clear.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, there was supposedly some people that were trying to break into a car.
Crazy Mason, what it do?
And he.
What up, Crazy Mason? We're coming to the conclusion of the. We are coming to the conclusion of the podcast, Crazy Mason. But thank you for chiming in, brother. Okay, let's hear this homicide report. So let's go back to this video. A homicide.
So last night at approximately 11:57 p.m., officers responded to a shoot-stab hotshot.
See how they put conspiracy theorist? Website run by conspiracy theorist Alex Jones was shot dead according to police. So this guy lost his life, a reporter.
Approximately 11:57 p.m., officers responded to a shoot-stab hotshot, which is a high-priority calls for service in the 2300 block of Douglas Street. Officers arrived on scene approximately 2 minutes later at around 11:59 p.m. and located a male subject with obvious signs of trauma. Austin police officers attempted life-saving measures, and the victim was pretty expediently transported by EMS to a local hospital. Unfortunately, the victim, an adult male, was pronounced deceased at the hospital.
The suspect may have been burglarizing White's car when White interrupted them, police said. Guys, you got to keep that pistol on you. In your car, in your truck, you got to have it on you at all times. It's very important. The suspect fled the scene after the shooting, police said. Psh, of course. I don't know. It's very suspicious, guys. Anyone with information, call 911 or tips. Crime Stoppers. Why don't you have cameras in front of your house? That's the crazy part about it.
Well, he looks like he lives in an apartment.
Why don't you have cameras?
Yeah, but maybe he was like, maybe his everything was like more into, I don't know. He's in the parking lot. Neither here nor there.
Right. Trump plans to eliminate taxes for middle-class Americans. The Trump administration is considering a significant tax reform proposal to eliminate all income taxes for individuals earning less than $150,000 per year. This plan was discussed by U.S. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick during an interview. However, implementation of this proposal is cognizant upon balancing the federal budget first, which introduces uncertainty. Get the fuck out of here, Grok. Grok is so stupid sometimes, man. Interrupt. What about you cut off all those stupid programs? Stop funding Israel. Stop funding Ukraine. Then we won't have to pay no taxes. Increase the tariffs. This is Matt Walsh says, we need to stop using income tax to arbitrarily pick winners and losers. Why should someone who makes $200K have to pay taxes if someone making $150K? Oh, he's fucking against it? What about someone who has 4 dependents and makes $250K? A person making $150K with no dependents is already in a better financial position. The goal should be reduce or eliminate taxes for everyone. The tax system, okay, I like that actually. The tax system has already penalized you for success. This would only make that problem worse. So he disagrees with that. Matt Walsh, you are I don't know. But yeah, I agree. We should be not paying no federal income taxes.
No tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000 a year.
I agree with that.
That's his goal.
So
that's what I'm working for.
So you're saying when it looks chaotic and unpredictable from the outside, that there actually is a master plan when it comes to these tariffs?
It is not chaotic. And the only one who thinks it's chaotic is someone who's being silly. He said reciprocal tariffs.
Nobody expected him to announce 50% tariffs this morning.
He needed to break some guy in Ontario who said he was going to tax American energy 25%. The President of the United States in the White House says, oh, no, you won't, and breaks him. Breaks him in what? By a tweet and a truth. And you think that's chaotic? You know what I think that is? I think that is the thank God we have a president who's taking care of us.
With balls.
Because if you were in one of those states and you thought your energy prices were going to go up 25%, and you said, where's the president? And all of a sudden he came down like thunder to make that end, you'd say, cool. I'm glad that's the guy in the White House.
Yeah, this lady's a dumb broad.
Yeah, see, they complained saying that he was trying to give all his buddies tax breaks. Now he's saying no, tax the rich and let's give money to the poor. And they're still having a problem with it. You see how it just doesn't make any sense. There's no pleasing these people.
Last story of the night, guys. We got to wrap it up. We're approaching an hour and a half. This is going to be last story of the night. Regardless, I see a bunch of good stories to talk about, guys, but we know we have to call it a night, guys, unfortunately. Until you guys start supporting the podcast financially, we got to go to work.
That's right.
Mahmoud Khalil's detention sparks protest and free speech debate. Mahmoud Khalil, a legal permanent U.S. resident and pro-Palestinian activist, has been detained by ICE without formal charges following his involvement in Gaza protests at Columbia University. The case has sparked nationwide protests while including a significant demonstration at Trump's Tower where nearly 100 were arrested. Good. Well, not good, because they're doing. If they're peacefully protesting, don't arrest them. If you have no charges, why are you detaining them? It's because they're anti-Semitic. The debate centers around Khalil's rights on versus national security concerns, with his legal proceedings ongoing and public figures expressing varied opinions on the matter. Angus says Trump's tariffs. We do charge UF tariffs on anything he's pushing. We don't. So the violent protesters who took over Trump's tower have been arrested. Okay, if they're violent protesters, that's different. Peacefully, patriotically, when a protest, that's fine. They have been arrested, handcuffed, and escorted into the NYPD buses.
I don't know. I was going to say, from the video that I seen, they were just occupying. These are Jews, by the way. Most of them are Jews.
And they're protesting against Jews, Israel.
Yes.
This says, no, Mr. President, you cannot illegally arrest and detain U.S. legal residents. They have green cards because their political views or opinions. In America, we have little something for the First Amendment. I got to go to one more. Okay, here's the video. That's not peacefully and fucking patriotically. Nope. Arrest them. I agree with arresting them. Nope. Nope. I agree with that. I agree with this. Nope. Nope. I'm sorry. Nope. 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 Take that shit out onto the street, public roads.
Yeah, because it is a private. It is a private owned business, and so he can ask them to leave, and if they don't want to leave, then I can understand.
This is a dude? What the?
No, that's his wife.
Oh, it's his wife.
Yes.
Okay, pro-Palestine activists are claiming it is cruel to deport pro-Hamas leader Mahmoud Khalid because his pregnant wife would be left on her own. Should she be deported? Absolutely.
Yeah, but
if he supports, but like I said earlier in the podcast, guys, we don't know what
America has
Hamas
funded
means.
Hamas in the past. So it's like you can't just come out and say we don't like what you're saying, and so we're going to deport you even though you have a green card. You cannot, and the thing is, they haven't came out and they haven't shown us any evidence that he's actually setting up these violent protests or that he's actually calling for death of Americans or death of anything. What he's protesting is the stop of the war.
Right.
Stop the funding.
Right.
That's what we've seen so far.
Right, right.
They say that they have information
via video. We're not there in person.
Yet they have yet to give it to us. If there was some type of information, I would have already picked it up, held it up, and said, this is what you guys want to keep here in our country. And then everybody would have been like, oh, right, yeah, he's got to go.
By the way.
But it's like, come on, bro.
By the way, green card people do not have the same rights as Americans. Let me make that clear. They do not have the same rights. Now, locking them up or detaining them without any charges is insane.
Yeah, he's not charged. He's just been held.
And denying them an attorney is insane.
They also moved him out of New York, where he was actually charged, where he was supposedly arrested and charged.
If he is a terrorist, then yeah, don't deport him or lock his ass up.
Evidence.
Or if there's evidence of terrorism, absolutely.
There's not.
So let's play this one clip and then we'll go to sleep.
The United States as a visitor, which is what a visa is.
I can't. Oh, let me refresh because you interrupted the thing. Okay.
As a visitor, which is what a visa is, which is how this individual entered this country on a visitor's visa. Okay, you are here as a visitor. We can deny you that visa. We can deny you that if you tell us when you apply, hi, I'm trying to get into the United States on a student visa. I am a big supporter of Hamas, a murderous, barbaric group that kidnaps children, that rapes teenage girls, that takes hostages.
What about the Israelis? They don't do none of that? What the?
Hostages, that allows them to die in captivity, that returns more bodies than live hostages. If you tell us that you are in favor of a group like this, and if you tell us when you apply for your visa, and by the way, I intend to come to your country as a student and rile up all kinds of anti-Jewish student, anti-Semitic activities, I intend to shut down your universities. If you told us all these things when you applied for a visa, we would deny your visa. I hope we would. If you actually end up doing that, once you're in this country on such a visa, we will revoke it. And if you end up having a green card, not citizenship, but a green card as a result of that visa while you're here in those activities, we're going to kick you out. It's as simple as that. This is not about free speech. This is about people that don't have a right to be in the United States to begin with. No one has a right to a student visa. No one has a right to a green card, by the way. So when you apply for a student visa,
and I like Marco Rubio. That's facts what he's saying.
Yeah, but it was already granted to him.
But you can take that shit away. That's fine. You grant it to him, okay. That Lord give it, the Lord take it away. That's fine.
Yeah, but there's no evidence.
As I'm saying, if what he's saying is true, then I support this. I don't know what's the truth. I don't have all the evidence right in front of me.
Yeah.
But if what he's saying is true, if Hamas is a pro-terrorist, organization, they want to kill all the Jews, then yes, kick them out. They should never have been in the country. Deport them. Do whatever you got to do.
Or any visa to enter the United States, we have a right to deny you for virtually any reason. But I think being a supporter of
or no reason at all.
Hamas and coming into our universities and turning them upside down and being complicit
I
in what
agree.
are clearly crimes of vandalization, complicit in
Where's
shutting
the
down
evidence?
learning institutions.
Oh, we have evidence of pro-Palestinian
No,
fucking...
I'm talking about specifically for this one person.
Yeah, but we have evidence of pro-Hamas and pro-Palestinian, is painting over monuments, historical monuments,
I
and
agree.
burning the
I
flag
agree.
and
Yes.
burning our American flag.
There are kids
They need to be locked up.
At these schools that can't go to class. You pay all this money to these high-priced schools that are supposed to be of great esteem, and you can't even go to class. You're afraid to go to class,
Right,
Because
that's
these
true.
lunatics are running around
Lunatics,
with covers
yeah.
on their face,
That's
screaming
true.
terrifying
That's
things.
true.
If you told
Where
us that's
was
what you
this where the
intended to do when you
BLM
came to
riots were
America, we
happening
would have never let you in. And if
I don't think they were
you
gonna
do it
college
once you get
campuses.
in, we're going to revoke it and kick you out.
No, they were just
When
in
you-
the
I agree with
streets
that.
and burglarizing businesses
Oh, I
and
agree with
tearing
that,
down,
yeah.
burning down buildings,
Absolutely.
but nothing happened to them. So it's only whenever it's anti-Jews.
And anti-Semitic.
It's only whenever it has something to do with the Jews that we
Yep.
have to go to the extreme.
That's true.
And it is insane to me that they have yet to charge this man and they have yet to provide any proof that he broke any laws or that he conducted this specific rally and so on and so forth. There is no evidence, zero. And if there is evidence, obviously my opinion is subject to change, but you cannot just go and say, no, yeah, I know I gave you that, but give it back to me because I don't like what you just said.
Right.
No, that's not the way it works.
Right.
It's not American free speech whenever it's on your side. It's
Right.
free speech regardless
Right,
of
right,
what
right,
people
right, right.
say. And so this to me is just bogus. And until they give us proof, I'm going to be on the other side as well. And I'm going to say that this is wrong.
Let's see what Candace Owens says, and then we'll make an opinion. Anyways, guys, we'll leave you on this note. God is the only way. Okay? God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We did an hour and a half. Amazing job. Thank you, Crazy Mason. Thank you, my boy Angus. Glad to see you safely back from your hunting trip. It was longer than a couple of weeks, which I'm glad. You came back at the perfect time. Eduardo Rodriguez, thank you for the like, brother. Guys, if you have any tips and donations, leave them down the link below, or go to my past videos and look at the link below. And Cash App is right here at the bottom as well. You can check the Cash App out. You can send me a Cash App, $5, $10, $20, whatever you can afford. Everything's appreciated, guys. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We love you guys, and God bless you. Have a good night. God bless America.
Guys.